big visual effects day for
This is cool. It's a big visual effects day. This is our first Hulk out.
You know, Act One's the Ghost in the Darkness. It's kind of a horror film. Act Two is the full-on, in the daylight, knock-down, drag-out brawl between Hulk and all the hardware of the U.S. Army.
He's about to say goodbye when he spots a soldier. The soldier makes a mistake, comes out, shows his rifle.
They're here.
And the Army just invades, and it leads to the centerpiece action scene of the film.
I've never done a kind of action movie type thing. I mean, that's never been required. So when we were doing the speed running, for example, ultra fast running, and it was really, really wear and tear. And I'm not young. So it was difficult. It was really difficult.
Tim Roth was out there doing everything. Everywhere I turned around, he was on a wire doing things, running, and we had this speed run where we kind of dialed in where he had to run super fast.
3, 2, 1, action!
I don't quite understand it. There were these cranes, there were these weights, and as the weights dropped, it pulled you across this... I mean, I couldn't explain it. It was bizarre.
Just as you're feeling that little pull, you gotta run with it. Just keep it just a little bit taut, just so it doesn't go...
Yeah, you don't try and outrun it. You let it build, and then you kind of just keep
You almost want to
accelerating.
pretend, I think.
I mean, I'm getting to there, and I'm just going.
Yeah.
I'm over. It's too fast for me.
It's too fast for you. We need to pick
When I get to that point...
We need to pick them up, that's why.
Yeah, so now it's all groovy. Now if I can't do it, it means that I just can't do it. Okay? And that it has to be stunty person.
We had this little traveling system and a harness and a weighted counterweight system, so we drop and it just sends him. He probably got running about 30, 40 miles an hour at one point.
On top of that, you've got to act as well, so you can't just... I mean, the first time I did it, I was like, stay up, stay up, stay up, and you forget the camera's on you. You've got to do the other job, too.
It takes him 3 hours to wake up, so there's like 3 hours of like problems, or like change this, change that, and everything. So then you can think about this part and remember the lines, and now...
What lines?
Oi!
I've got lines?
Yeah, I look good from where I was. Yeah, nice.
Blonsky, not yet!
Look alive, this could get interesting.
This is sequence 177 through 196. So what'll happen is, we know story-wise, Bruce entered the building, swallowed the chip, drank the water, runs through the stacks, and then the art department's going to put the lovely set piece on top of this overpass, and that'll be the glass pedestrian walkway that he enters.
The storyline asked for a raised glass walkway, and what we looked at, I just saw it one day, and it just actually hit me, saying, we can use the infrastructure of this beautiful Gothic walkway, but put ours on top of it and seamlessly build it within the structure.
The pedestrian overpass in the university scene it's kind of a unique sequence. We essentially trap Banner in a glass tube, and they fill it with gas to try and get him to pass out.
Put 2 canisters in there with him. Fire!
Fills up with smoke from the smoke grenades, and it was a question of how fast will it fill up. And quite often smoke machines put out a lot of smoke, but they're not necessarily fast. And it was actually the director of photography, Peter Menzies, that suggested, well, what about steam? And I said, well, steam won't work. But I said, actually, if we put steam through dry ice, it will. Which meant that the tunnel could fill up in literally 5-6 seconds.
It's good, huh?
Good for my skin.
Yeah, it's good for my skin. The first Hulk out, we didn't see anything. Now we're gonna see little things. We want to see things that I loved in the TV show: the shirt cracking, the boots exploding, the pants ripping, and exploding at the base. And the Hulk, with all his might and rage, kicks his way. Punches his way out of the tunnel, jumps, beautiful flight, lands, and everybody's like,
Oh my God! Give him some help!
That's really the first time we see the full Hulk when he jumps out of that overpass.
The biggest challenge is really that, none of it actually happens. So this is pretty much the background plate. We're gonna layer in Hulk busting out of the tunnel here, so there'll be broken metal and flying glass and lots of debris flying out. Hulk will stand there and he roar, and then he jumps down and takes off into Morningside Park.
Alpha team, let him have all of it.
I think the statue's unique in a way. It's always fun to watch the Hulk pick up a Humvee and beat the crap out of a statue and then use parts of it as a shield. That's unique. I don't see that a lot in the world myself.
Blonsky, now you're up!
Papa, pa! 1.
Pick up the shield.
Papa. 2. Pa! Ping! Okay. Kaka. 3. Pa! Boom! That explodes.
Remember me!
It was really, really important for me to do this at first because I really wanted to see Hulk fighting a regular-sized man.
The stunt guys were extraordinary, They came up with all kinds of weird ideas.
Yes, I'm okay. I believe I can fly.
Another rehearsal, right?
But don't try that in your home.
Hulk had to leap up in the air, and he does a WWF move with the shield down onto the Humvee, and that was something we pre-visualized, and then we built a weight that was the same shape of the Humvee, and it worked. It worked great.
3, 2, 1, action!
It's like we dressed it. It looks just like it should. It's good.
And the cable cutter survived underneath.
One of the things that I think we're going to be really proud of at the end of this movie is the exclamation point, which is the Apache crash.
Where's the gunship?
It's visually stunning. It's a great moment, character moment for Hulk to protect Betty.
Helicopter opens fire, 2 miniguns, full speed, 2,000 rounds a minute, both sides. He's hurting, but he takes it. And then the helicopter is close enough, he turns around and he sees the helicopter, and he's got one more shield with him, and he throws the shield at the helicopter, slicing the rotor off, and the helicopter comes crashing, and Hulk just curls up in a ball of Betty.
Betty!
This is one of our biggest events, especially in the university raid. This is an element that will go into our Apache helicopter crash. We've got a series of pipes that blow up in succession to create the movement of the chopper itself. We've got debris on the floor, which represents the chopper breaking apart. And then we'll add a computer-generated chassis that pops up in the air. The rotor mechanism will fly right over Hulk's head and hit the ground right into camera. So it's going to be a pretty cool shot. Nothing like napalm in the morning, you know what I mean?
That wind actually gave us a nice
Yeah.
definition. It
Yeah.
kept it,
Some good stuff coming off the top.
It was great. Stellar success. Another fine effects package from Arthur and Laird on this movie.
fantastic.
Good on them, yeah. In a way, that one shot exemplifies a lot of things we're doing in the movie character-wise.
And out of the flames rises Hulk. holding Betty, and Betty's alive. And Ross hasn't saved Betty, Hulk has. Hulk is a hero now.